All right, so I've got two favorite seasons, football season and grilling season.
Summer involved.
Right.
No, this is the time of year where we're grilling outdoors and in. Bringing us good ideas today, Common Ground, a volunteer movement to make us all more aware about today's agriculture.
That's right. Welcome in Joan Ruskamp and Diane Becker. Thanks for coming in.
Nice to have you here.
It
Smells so good.
It does smell good. And there's a little treat right under this paper towel
Yes,
or whatever
there
that
is.
is right there. Joan, let's start with you because you guys own a farm, right?
Right. We have a feedlot and we farm, and so we have cattle. And we have burgers on the grill right now. We're making Hawaiian burgers today. It comes from the Beef It's What's for Dinner website.
All right.
We're going to get that recipe too.
And we'll show that to you here in just a moment. I want to talk about your farm quickly and then we'll get to the food. So what do you do?
Yes, my husband and I, Tom, we raise corn and soybeans and a lot of sweet corn. So that's what I'm going to be showing today is how to husk really sweetly some sweet corn.
There's
do you want to
treat
do
right
that
there
now?
underneath that towel.
Yes.
So how has this been prepared so far?
Yeah. Well, what happens, and all I did was put this in with the husk on it, and you put it in the microwave, and I did 1 ear for 4 minutes, or you could do 2 ears for like 7 or 8 minutes.
Anything? Did you do anything else to it? Has it been soaked in water or anything?
No, nothing at all. No,
Okay.
you can just husk it a little bit. I took the outer husk out. So then you just cook it on high for 4 minutes, and then I've got a pretty sharp knife, and I just cut off the end, and then it's really hot, so you have to use this thing to catch it, and you just pull off.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
And there is no silks left on it.
That is wild.
Yeah.
That is wild.
Yeah.
How quickly do you have to do it when you cook it to make sure that the silks release so well?
Probably right away. Now we just microwaved it just a little bit
During
ago,
the
and so
commercial
that's
break.
why I kept the cloth in there to keep it really hot.
I don't know if you can see it because it's so bright in here, but there is steam coming off that corn.
Yeah, and
that's
it's ready.
amazing.
It's ready to eat right now. It doesn't have to be cooked anymore.
I'm so
It's ready
glad
to eat.
you brought us this because that's the reason a lot of people say, well, it takes so much time to clean it and all that. This
You just
is
need,
easy.
you just need to get some kids, Mary. The kids are out there pulling for the silks
That
off.
was me as a kid with my grandmother, and she'd send me out to the garden and bring the corn back, and yeah, I
That's
get
right.
that.
But you can do up to like 3 in your microwave if you want to. For 8
So
minutes.
just add 4
yeah.
minutes with each ear of corn?
It's about 8 minutes for 3, and that'd be about the maximum you want to put in your microwave at one time.
That's great.
So for a small meal, just a few people, it'd be great.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
Joan, talk about what you're cooking over there because you got the burgers cooking.
All right, so what we have hamburgers, lean hamburger, and we're making mini burgers today. And there's pineapple and a glaze made with pineapple preserves and barbecue sauce.
All right, well, those are on the grill. Let's show the recipe to our viewers at home.
Super,
And you'll see a couple of pages here. The first is for the burger itself. So walk us through these ingredients, and then we'll show you how to make the sauce.
Okay, right. So you're going to mix the beef and the Worcestershire sauces together, and then form your patties. And you'll grill the slices, and then you'll put the glaze on top of the burgers as they're grilling. And outside on an outdoor grill, of course, it's going to be a little different than a George Foreman, just because of the way the George Foreman cooks. But and there's the sauce, the barbecue sauce, pineapple preserves. I actually tried just canned crushed pineapple. It's not as thick; it's a little too watery. So if you can get the preserves, it is better.
That's the better
and the brown
choice.
sugar.
Yeah, and the brown sugar is key too.
That brown sugar is key.
Sweeten that up a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So do you make these for your family? Why do you like this recipe?
I did, and actually my niece loved it. She was staying with us and doing some farm work with us. And our kids, I make sweet sour meatballs a lot, and so they thought it tasted a lot like that. And so it wasn't anything really new to them compared to my niece. So.
I like the idea of dressing up a burger, though, giving it a little something different than just ketchup and mustard.
Right.
We all go to that.
Well, we're here to talk about Common Ground. Explain what Common Ground is.
And these are pictures of your farm, right, Diane?
Yep, this is our feedlot, right. And I guess one of the key points, the earlier shot showed sprinklers too. In the summertime, it gets hot in Nebraska, and we have wind right now, but a lot of days we don't have wind in the Nebraska. So we put up sprinklers and get the cattle to cool off. We know, like when we go to events, if there's a mister going, a lot of people go into that to cool off, and so cattle will as well. And Common Ground, we go to a lot of events. We like to meet consumers and talk about what we do. I talk about cattle, how we care for animals. We're meeting their needs, whether it's hot or cold, to keep them comfortable. And then we also talk about crops. And Diane, if you want to say.
Here's a picture of the two of you out meeting people, right?
You're working the crowd right now.
Yeah, but we go to festivals, food festivals, and we talk to people just about their food, and we ask them, well, what questions do you have about growing food, especially in Nebraska? And that's really fun because people have questions about irrigation and how we take care of the ground, and so we like to tell people how we have used the best methods that we can to keep the moisture in the ground and keep the nutrients in the ground. And we're real proud of how we farm in Nebraska.
Is there any one question that you hear from people the most?
I guess it would.
Anything they're most curious about?
It might be maybe how, like, do you use GMO corn? That's probably a real popular one. And we do, and we're very comfortable with it. In fact, we're very happy with it because it's allowed us not to use as much water, and we don't have to use as much inputs.
So that's a specific
because
hybrid of corn, or what is that?
GMO corn is just a new corn that it's a new breed, is what it is, that has made it so we don't have to maybe use as many insecticides or even as much water to grow the corn. They bred it to make it very specific needs.
Yeah, but that's modern agriculture.
Oh yeah,
right?
it is.
Why is it important for Common Ground to be able to talk to consumers so directly the way you do?
Well, we're volunteers, first of all, and we're farm women. We're out on our farms and we're doing the work. And so we know firsthand exactly what's done by hundreds and thousands of other people who don't have the voice to tell the story. And so we really want consumers to be able to approach us and feel comfortable that we're not here to slant anything. We're just here to give honest information about what we do, representing a whole lot of other people who can't be out there doing the same thing.
And we're also here today to make sure those burgers don't get burnt. How are we doing over there?
George might do it.
How are we doing on the burgers?
I think we're doing really well.
Oh
Looks
my
like
gosh,
pineapple.
the pineapple looks
Yeah,
kind
they
of. Did you put
I
a
know,
little
don't we
dollop of the glaze on top of the pineapple as you were grilling it?
Yes, and like I said, on a regular grill, they would be a little more.
Yeah, but we like George because he knocks out the fat. That's what he always says,
does,
right?
But he also knocks out the juice, I think.
Oh, the pineapple.
Because
Yeah, that's a good call.
He squeezes those
I'm
burgers.
just going to
so
turn it just a little bit so we can maybe get a shot on camera of these things grilling up.
All right,
You know,
so these are mini burgers. So people with children, they're more of a bite size.
And they're more fun to eat because they're smaller. Kids always seem to like things that are a different size.
Right.
So like the slides that you would get in a restaurant.
Right. So this gives your family a chance to have something that might be add a little more fun to. And if you're going and you're traveling, these little burgers are a little easier to eat than maybe a great
And they're
big
perfectly
hamburger.
healthy for you because anytime you put
they
food
wanna
on a
slide
burger,
around a lot.
you're good. You're good to go.
All right, so I'm just going to put one on each of them, and so then you just fold them over. And on a regular grill too, you're going to see a lot more glaze than what we're seeing on these here today.
Well, it's still going to taste great.
And there you go. Yeah, we've got 4
One for
burgers
each of
ready
us?
to go. One for each
Well,
of us.
we're going to dive right into those. First, I want to give some information. CommonGroundNebraska.com is a website that people can go to learn all about the efforts that you guys are doing.
And for people who would like to meet you, do you have a calendar someplace? Can they request that a volunteer from Common Ground visit their group? And
Definitely, they
how
can
does
go
that
to
work?
our website, and there's all our contacts are on there. Our main contacts on there. We love to go out and visit with groups about, especially mom groups. We do a lot of that, and talk to them about when they're selecting their food for their families. We love to. Talk
And you're looking at it there. That's Joan's blog, and you're constantly putting information there.
Right. We like to tell stories about what's happening. You know, when the crops are growing, I have one on corn and actually green beans in the garden and what they look like when they first come up, because it's really hard to catch that. Different seasons, how we handle snow.
Yeah, you keep talking. Here, I'm going to go show our viewers what I'm wearing. in the spirit of our pineapple mini burgers, I've got my grass skirt on, so I'm feeling. How about that? All right, ladies.
That burger was hot. Don't eat burgers right when they come off the grill. It's delicious.
I love this. I would love to make this for dinner.
We appreciate it.
Well,
thank you.
Again,
Thank you for having us.
CommonGroundNebraska.com is the website. Guests of the Morning Blend start their day with coffee.